Hi, everybody, and welcome to one last video. I'm really glad and grateful for this semester that I've had with all of you. This will be the last video, I think, that I'll be able to record for you this semester. So I just wanted to say that I'm really grateful to have gotten to know all of you in such a different sort of way this semester. But all the same, it's been really great to work with all of you. So let's take a look at last week 14 review, and then just some final thoughts about what lies ahead for this next week. So first of all, I really enjoyed reading all of your thoughts about translanguaging last week. I did I had some things to say just about who you said translanguaging was for. Some of you said that translanguaging was just for emergent bilingual students or ELLs, and some of you said that it's great for all learners. And I would tend to agree with those of you who said that it is great for all learners. Um, it's a strategy that we tend to think of for bilingual students, and that bilingual people tend to use, but it really is great for all of the students in our classroom because remember that even those students who are monolingual students can benefit from hearing another language spoken. So I really appreciated those thoughts that were spoken on the discussion board. Um, and I do think that those of you, I do have some students in this class who are studying to be bilingual teachers of some sort. Some of you are just getting an ESL certification. Some of you are going for that bilingual certification overall. And some of you are wanting to be just a monolingual teacher and you are kind of just taking this class because you have to. I realize that. But I want you to just keep this term translanguaging in the back of your mind because this is something that those bilingual teachers will use all the time. It will be something you'll make use of. And you who are studying to be monolingual teachers, I think you would do well to just stick a bookmark in chapter 10 of your textbook and refer back to it when you come to a point where you're not sure what to do with some students in your classroom. Because even if you are a monolingual teacher, you will have students in your class who are emergent bilinguals of some type. And I promise you that. And so this will be a tool that I want you to have in your toolkit, something that will be useful to you at some point in your teaching career, perhaps the first year and perhaps 5 or 10 years in. One last thing too that I want to say about translanguaging is that it's not as simple and clear cut as it sounds. And so I know that in a textbook or in a video, it looks very simple and very easy to implement. And I will tell you from my experience as a classroom teacher that it's not. And so there are some things that, we say, give them the text in their home language first and then let them see it in English. That's not always as easy to do as you think it is. Sometimes that makes students want to rely on that text, in Spanish first and then not rely so much on learning in English. And sometimes that can be a negative thing. And so we as teachers play this balancing act all the time as to, what do we want to push them into to get to learn some English, and what do we want them to be able to rely on their home language some, also to be able to make use of that full linguistic repertoire. And so it's a balancing act that we play all the time. It's never simple, it's never easy, but it's a challenge that we love and that we appreciate because we love our students and we want to get the best out of them. And so know that even 15 years into your teaching career, you'll be struggling with what's the best way to do this, but that's okay. And that's why educational research is constantly being upgraded and being updated. And so that's how we learn new ways of doing things. So I really appreciated your conversation this week on the discussion board about that. So a couple of final thoughts as we head into this final week of the course. You do have one last discussion board on Flipgrid this week, as well as handing in that SLP project. Again, if you have questions, be sure to email me early in the week so we can get those taken care of before close to that deadline. Um, and I just want to say, look at how far you've come, both in this class and other courses that you're taking this semester. I think that, this is a generation of students, and us too, who are your instructors, who have, none of us have never been through what we've been through this semester. This is something new to all of us, teaching and learning within a pandemic. And so I applaud you for your efforts. I applaud you for all that you've been able to do and to accomplish and to learn this semester. I hope that you've been able to see how far you've come, all of the things that you've learned, because I sure have. And I'm really proud of all of you. And I wish I could have gotten to know you in person in a face-to-face course, but at the same time, I hope that you are able to see all of the things that you've been able to accomplish in the midst of global upheaval. And so I am proud of you. I want to encourage you to finish well, again, both in this course and other courses that you're taking and in other endeavors that you have in life. So congratulations. If you ever need anything later, in later semesters, please feel free to email me. I'm here for you. That's what I do, and that's what I love to do. So congratulations. And again, I'm looking forward to seeing your final projects.